So hey guys, what's up? So welcome to World News 20 News channel. So let's talk about India, US and talks for dollar swap line to strengthen macro outlook. India is working with the United States to secure a dollar swap line that will help in providing an additional comfort in an event of any abrupt outflow of funds, according to senior government officials and banking industry executives familiar with the matter. Foreign institutional investors have been large sellers in the Indian equity and debt markets in March and April so far as concern on the economic effects of the COVID-19 hit investor sentiment. We have been discussing with the US for a dollar swap line on the lines of a similar facility that India has with other central banks. We expect positive progress on that front, the official said. A swap facility could be on the way as there is a possibility that India will liquidate its foreign currency assets like investment in the US Treasury to stabilize the rupee, which has been under pressure of late, said a forex market source. India liquidated its foreign assets to stabilize the rupee, which recently fell below 76 level against the dollar. India's foreign currency assets had declined by around $7.5 billion in 2 weeks to $439.66 billion as on March 27. According to Reserve Bank of India data, 63.7% of the Indian foreign currency assets of $256.17 billion is invested in overseas securities, mainly in the US Treasury. If countries like India and China resort to large-scale liquidation of their investment, it could push up the yields and interest rates in the US, sources said. Adding there's a case for India to get the swap facility from Fed as the economy is facing rough weather due to the coronavirus outbreak. The Finance Ministry and RBI did not reply to the query seeking comments for the story, while India is expected to comfortably tide over any challenge posted by the continued outflows of the funds from the markets. Given the adequacy of the foreign exchange reserves, a swap line with the US Fed provides an additional comfort to the forex markets. India has enough foreign exchange reserves now, and external sector is not facing any problem. Current account is getting stronger and the oil prices have come down. India doesn't require a swap facility, said K-Ratings chief economist Madan Sablavich. In a swap arrangement, the US Federal Reserve provides dollars to foreign central bank. At the same time, the foreign central bank provides the equivalent amount of funds in its currency to the Fed based on the market exchange rate at the time of the transaction. The parties agreed to swap back these quantities of their two currencies at a specific date in the future, which is the next day or as far ahead as 3 months, using the same exchange rate as in the first transaction. These swap operations carry no exchange rate or other market risks as transaction terms are set in advance. On March 9, the US Fed added temporary swap arrangements with the Reserve Bank of Australia, the Banco Central do Brazil, Denmark's National Bank Denmark, the Bank of Korea, the Banco de Mexico, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, the Norges Bank, Norway, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, the Sveriges Risk Bank, Sweden to be in its place for at least 6 months for a combined total of $450 billion. The US Fed already has permanent swap arrangements with the Bank of Canada, the Bank of England, the European Central Bank, the Bank of Japan, the Swiss National Bank. So if you like the channel, so kindly subscribe to it.